Good day to each and everyone. I am Jalan Jade S. Jacobe, and today I will be discussing unit hydrograph. So what is unit hydrograph? So a unit hydrograph is a fundamental tool in hydrology used to estimate a runoff response of a watershed to a unit amount of rainfall over a specific duration. This graphical representation helps hydrologists and engineers understand and predict the flow of water through a watershed. A unit hydrograph is the hydrograph depicting the direct runoff resulting from a uniform rainfall excess of 1 unit depth or a 1 inch, occurring evenly across the basin and at a constant rate for a specified duration hours. This hydrograph provides a consolidated representation of the catchment reaction to a unit rainfall excess lasting duration hours, a resulting of the formation of a direct runoff hydrograph. The unit hydrograph exclusively correlates direct runoff to rainfall excess, ensuring that the volume under the hydrograph equals the given rainfall excess. So now I have a example of a representation, a graphical hydrograph. So let me show you a block of rainfall. So what do you mean by block of rainfall? So in this block of rainfall represent the duration of delta T. And here on the other side represent the depth of the rainfall excess rate. It could be 1 cm or 1 inch. 1 cm over the delta T. So as the result of this 1 unit of rainfall, rainfall excess rate, there will be a direct runoff of hydrograph will be generated over here. So the graph will be look like this. Like that. So after that, we call this graph a delta D unit hydrograph. So because of the ordinance of the hydrograph function by T, so it will show it by U close open parenthesis T. So again, I'll repeat. As a result of 1 cm or 1 inch 1 unit rainfall excess which uniformly distributed over the watershed will have a direct runoff of hydrograph like this. So in this case, this hydrograph delta we call a unit hydrograph, and we show it by UT. Did you get it? So, and that is the example of the unit hydrograph. So that is my understanding how to identify a unit hydrograph. So next is a assumption of unit hydrograph theory. Time invariance. Time invariance, the concept of time invariance in hydrology asserts that the direct runoff response for a specific effective rainfall in a catchment remains constant irrespective when it occurs. Linear response. The assumption of linear response in hydrological analysis implies that the direct runoff response to rainfall excess follow a linear relationship. In practical terms, if an input, is precipitation, causes a certain output runoff, then a proportional increase in the input will result in a corresponding increase in the output. So next is derivation of unit hydrograph, determining a direct runoff hydrograph in a catchment. The calculation of the direct runoff hydrograph, or DRH, in a catchment for a given storm becomes possible when an appropriate unit hydrograph is available. Next one is assuming availability of a direct hydrograph, unit hydrograph, and storm hydrograph. So take note guys, is hydrograph and hydrograph is different. Assuming the availability of a D (R), a unit hydrograph, and the storm hydrograph, the process involves estimating initial and infiltration losses, deducting them from the storm hydrograph to obtain effective rainfall hydrograph. Estimation of losses and formation of ERH, or shall we say effective rainfall hydrograph. So initial losses and infiltration losses are estimated and subtracted from the storm hydrograph to derive the effective rainfall hydrograph, or the ERH. Division into the D-H duration blocks. So the effective rainfall hydrograph is divided into M blocks, each of the R duration. So operation on unit hydrograph for directive runoff hydrograph. So the rainfall excess in each duration is sequentially applied to the unit hydrograph, generating various direct rainfall hydrograph curves. These DRH ordinates are appropriate lag to ensure the correct time sequence and are then cumulative added at each time interval, resulting in the net DRH, or the direct runoff hydrograph, attributable to the storm. Consider a sequence of M rainfall excess values, each of duration R's, where U, T represent the ordinates of a duration unit hydrograph at the time, or the TR's from the beginning. Next one is the formula of derivation of unit hydrograph. Application of unit hydrograph. Unit hydrograph can serve the following purposes. Runoff prediction. The unit hydrograph is used to predict the runoff response of a watershed to a specific amount of rainfall over a given duration. Hydrological analysis. It serves as a fundamental tool for hydrologists to analyze and understand the runoff characteristic of a catchment. And flood forecasting. Unit hydrograph aid in forecasting and managing floods by providing insights into the timing and magnitude of peak flows. Infrastructure design. So engineers use unit hydrograph to design water-related infrastructure such as stormwater management system and reservoir. Water resources management. It contributes to effective water resource management by assisting in the assessment of water availability and distribution in a watershed. So take note guys that a unit hydrograph is very crucial tool in hydrology, so we must take it seriously in studying about unit hydrograph. because this is very essential or important to us as a future engineers, because this study focuses on direct runoff hydrographs and estimating discharge of using unit hydrograph. So, and that would be all. Thank you.